What the hell, man? There isn't any Ice Beam here, is there? Is that next research level for me? I'll get you that. Yeah. Okay, if there is, it's not worth going for here. Yeah, there isn't a thing here. Who the hell gets Ice Beam? Oh, I do have it. I actually have Ice Beam. Sweet. Okay, well, that'll make things easy enough. Here, I can also do this before I forget. Here. Evolve. Look at this. The Pokemon that we literally cannot get a Mega Stone for until Season 2. Congratulations, your Flarida evolved into Delphox. Got the idea for our new move, Mystical Fire. I guess that's your trademark move. Since I started having trademark moves as of, I guess, Gen 6? Something or other? Because I know that there was Water Shuriken as well. For Greninja. Change moves. But yeah, goodbye breaks and views that this video would have brought in. True. Well, let's target special attack for a short time. Cooldown time is... Why don't I just leave on Flamethrower? I also leave targets with the burn. Also lowers target special attack for a short time. Power is less. The cooldown time is the same. Why don't I just stay with Flamethrower? Why would I put on Mystical Fire? We will not miss any of you. Dang it. Every single time I open the wrong menu. Okay. I need to, Ice Fang. Why can't I just use Ice Fang, huh? Where the heck is Ice Beam? What? Did I misread the... I did, didn't I? Yeah. Dang. Does it have to specifically be Ice Beam? Are you sure that move's gonna freeze the water in the fountain? Yeah? Pokemon Legends ZA. Pokemon that knows Ice Beam. Well, this sucks. No TM exists, but don't remember where I picked it up. Oh. Google AI overview. Quickest way to get Pokemon that knows Ice Beam is to catch a Vanillite in Wild Zone 12. Here's a YouTube video really quickly. A wild Pokemon that knows Ice Beam, and it looks like they're going to Wild Zone 12. Probably after a Vanillite or something or other. Okay, they go to Wild Zone 12. Okay, sure. Yeah. I keep on zooming in on it on the map. Here, just... What? Fast travel Oh! I haven't been there, I guess. I have not yet been there. Alright, well... There. Battle zone deactivated. Look at my stats. 8 trainers defeated. Some prize money. Cool. Sweet. Okay. Then we run over this way. We get to Wild Zone 12 over here. That's really sad. It truly is, isn't it? I'm taking this. Dang it. And of course the pick it up is the same as the talk button. We can't defeat a Pokemon. Can they not? It's easy to fall in love, but hard to stay in love. Hard to stay in love. Please, I make it easy. Sounds like that guy's making excuses. Oh, I see now why it'd be the Ice Wild Zone. So the entrance is... Wait, it says there's one over here? Oh, underneath. Well, gosh dang it. Either find a Vanillite or chance to Alpha Star you knowing it. Unless you want Ice Beam for one of your teammates. Nah. Here, look. My new party member. Here, this. Oh, may as well. I have actually, yeah. It's one of the things that's a sort of unfinished playthrough on the channel, technically. Okay. Find a Vanillite or something here, I guess. Time to get destroyed. It's Snover for you. Serious skill issue there. Where the heck? Yoink. There's a bomb of snow there. Here, do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just get the Vanillite. I know that Alpha's coming after me. I already know. Well, boop. Here we go. Let's go do that. Sweet. Now we out of here. But yeah. Yeah, because the ads there. Yeah, I have. I own it on both PC and my Switch. I've never gotten particularly far in it. There was a time that I technically started doing a playthrough of it on this channel. One of my content creator friends at the time, many years ago, invited me to a multiplayer thing. A 4-player thing with, like, another one of his streamer friends and then one of his mods. And then he invited me in there to become the 4th person. So we were doing, like, 4-player Stardew Valley. I was the only person that was, like, cutting it into parts and putting it on YouTube for long-term preservation. So, like, you can't see anybody else's perspectives anymore. And because of that, like, I made my own little shack and I was, you know, having my own little section where I was trying to make progress because I was doing my own series and stuff too. But, I only really knew him. I didn't know the other 2 people that he was bringing on there. So, I was like, you know, I'll get to know them. Like, that's fine. Like, we'll get to know one another, get to chatting and stuff like that. And I tried to, like, chat with them and, you know, get conversation going and stuff like that. But they never really seemed all that particularly interested in, like, chatting with and getting to know me and stuff. And so it just became kind of, like, awkward and everyone keeping to themselves and not really, like, interacting that much. And then, like, organizing our group sessions just kind of ended up not going on up to a certain point. The series just kind of silently ended. So it's like, I think it's basically the one playthrough that you won't find on my playthroughs tab. I guess I could append it to there. Because, like, if someone really wants to find it, then they can. If you just search up Stardew Valley on my channel, you'll find it. But currently, it's not on, like, the actual playthrough shelf I have on my channel. Because it was just an unfinished multiplayer awkward mess with strangers and is now some of the very tucked away content on my channel. So you can technically find that. It's like a 15 or something part series. Didn't get super far, but yeah, there's that. But yeah, also Spring Year 1 in a multiplayer playthrough got Owl Statue Day 3 or 4. I have no idea what that means, I'm gonna be honest. As Vanillite earned a nickname for his contribution is the question. No one's redeemed Name a Pokemon, and I didn't have any names in mind. So even without, like, any Name a Pokemon redeem, if anyone has a good name suggestion, I'll just name them that. Don't even worry about redeeming points. Redeeming points will be for, like, if multiple people want a name and, you know, then priority to the person that redeemed points. But if anyone has a name suggestion, I can just put it in there. Damn, I don't know when you last played, but it's got a lot of new stuff and has another confirmed update on the way. Really? I don't really know a massive ton about Stardew Valley. I was under the impression Stardew Valley was one of those games that just wasn't really touched all that much anymore. I was like, yeah, it's kind of done. You know, all the content is there, and that the studio was making other stuff. This actually has a 0.5% chance to appear. Actually, it's less depending on the farm type selected. Oh, jeez. Really rare, then. Marvelously done, Floridans. Look, all the water's draining through the sewers. It really should have been, you can just use any ice-type move, is what it should have been here. As long as the fountain stays frozen, we won't need to worry about getting flooded. Quick then, let's search the sewers. We're searching the sewers for his sister here? I shall go on ahead. Stardew Valley is made by one guy. I think he hired some people for the upcoming update, though. Oh, I thought it was, like, a handful of people. I didn't realize it was just, like, one guy there. Just committed a crime, so I guess you need to convict it? You're saying that we have to give, like, some sort of a conviction name here? Ever certainly doesn't waste time once he knows where he's going, does he? We should head in too, Floridans. Yeah. Alright. Let's see here. Here, we can evolve it. I have a name I can call it. I've got a name in mind. It's 9 characters long, so there'll be enough space to fit it. Here, check summary. Committed a crime, huh? That means you are officially... Crime Cone! There it is. Back to the boxes with you. Alright, let's put Crime Cone away. Alright, well. Fire Fang. Grab that. Yeah, I'll probably see through this quest line and then wrap up the night, I think. Yeah, fair enough there. I have heard good things about the game. Apparently Stardew Valley be pretty good. These sewers were built a very long time ago. There are wild Pokemon about, so be on your guard. Who knows how they get in here? Wild Pokemon, you say? But will Gwen be safe down here then? Logically, there would be no reason to think that she's down here, but that's why we're trying to find her. Understood. I'm on it. There he goes again. Come on, we should help him look for Gwen, Floridance. Watch out for wild Pokemon. The Naruto run. Make your way deeper into the sewers in search of Gwen. Noibat there. Nope. I feel like I'm going through a Xenoblade Chronicles X cave here with that map in the top left. This way. This way we go. Wait a minute. If the area was blocked up by ice, how would Gwen have gotten in here? Yep. That's what I was wondering. And there's literally no evidence to imply that she's down here. It's just, in terms of places that she would frequent, I guess that, you know, we kind of went up to the statue with the whole Pokemon that hers would be weak to and stuff like that, and look at the statue, and then outside of XYZ, but why do you think the sewers? There you are, Floridance. Looks like this lock is preventing us from going farther in. I would have checked the rooftops first, but whatever. Let us power through with pure strength. Shall I smash through this barrier so we may proceed? No. Destroying public property. Floridance, let's take a closer look and see if we can't figure this out. You have an issue with destroying public property, but you don't have an issue with tampering with public property and, you know, trespassing. Which area do you want to check? The keyhole. It's shaped like a typical keyhole. Nothing out of the ordinary here. The lock body. It looks like a regular lock body made from some sort of metal alloy. Which do you want to check the hinges? It looks like regular hinges made from some sort of metal alloy. You didn't notice anything unusual about the door's hinges. Check for gaps. There's only a tiny gap between the door and the floor. So there's no clever way to open this door then. I guess we'll just have to find the key. What was the point of checking that all out then? Where do you think the key could be, Floridance? On some sort of worker? Maybe it's hidden somewhere. You might be right. There's not much to go on, is there? As it stands, we can't even make an educated guess. Is it literally just Klefki? Well, that Pokemon had some keys. That was a Klefki, right? Let's go after it. Oh, the ice would have still been there if she got in. If it melted, then we shouldn't be down here. If it melted, how would she get out again? Wouldn't she be, like, flooded in? Or left? It seems possible that one of Klefki's keys could help us open that lock back there. Then I shall go ahead and catch it. The Pokeballs I throw reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour. This does, unfortunately, mean there's a chance of Klefki being killed. I mean, knocked out as it's caught, but that's just a risk we'll have to take. Stop right there. That's hardly different than punching the poor thing. We're not in ancient Hisui, you know. You couldn't punch things in ancient Hisui. Would have made for a better game. This also raises some concerns about how you managed to catch your own Pokemon, Ivor. Anyway, I think we can safely leave this matter to Floridance. Here, feel free to use these Ultra Balls. You obtained 2 Ultra Balls. Cool. Alright, now catch that Klefki. Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Don't forget, we don't want to just knock it out. We want to catch that Klefki. Alright, can't we just, like, ask it nicely first? Got into a battle with the wild Klefki. Go, Buccaneer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and change that up, actually. To this. Too bad I can't plus move Flamethrower. Boop. And then, like, regular Pokeball. To the back. Whatever, man. Look, that just works there. Much like a Bethesda game, it just works. Nice catch. I feel I've witnessed the very essence of a masterful capture. That is a bit excessive, no? I mean, we all catch Pokemon like that, right? Anyway, let's see if Klefki can get that lock open for us. Now that you're my indentured servant, open the lock for me. We're counting on you, Klefki. It doesn't seem to have the key for this lock. Huh. I really thought there was going to be the trick. That was going to be the trick to getting through here. The random wild clef key. How about this then, Madam Detective? If we are truly stuck, perhaps we might try out my plan. Yeah, maybe you should actually try putting the keys in. Good idea. That's all I can do. But yeah, with the lock here, how the heck would Gwyn have gotten in? If it's locked on this side, reach through and then relatch the thing. First off, thanks for calling me Madam Detective. Just Detective or Emma works too. Now, what was your plan, Ivor? If there is no gimmick or mechanism to open this lock, then it must be opened by a key. There's no guarantee that said key can even be found in these sewers. Since we cannot obtain the key we need, we must let my honed fist become the key. Our path will be opened, thanks to my power. Justice Punch! With that, our way is clear. Let's press on. It's always either a fade through black or a white screen or something. It's never in the budget to actually have an animation of the big thing actually happening. Modern Pokemon in a nutshell when it comes to cutscenes. So that's what he calls a plan. Personally, I call it brute force. In any case, we should hurry after him. No hubbub about destroying public property this time. Well, catching fairy types progress. Swift Feather. There's Dragolgaze here. Or whatever the unevolved version of... Well, Dragolgaze is the thing that evolves into... No, Dragolgaze is the fully evolved version. I don't know what the name of the unevolved one is. I have no idea. Gen 5 is what I have all the way up to memorized, most likely. From there, some of these ones like this I might not know. But I know that Dragolgaze got a new Mega Evolution with this game. But I do not recall what the pre-evolved forms of Dragolgaze are. I know it's a 3-tier evolution. Is the case. Oh, look, a Chandelier. I bet we end up fighting her. Did you see that? It was Chandelier, the luring Pokemon. And maybe the very same Chandelier that Gwyn has as her partner. Yoink. Pokeball. Now, why didn't the Pokeball guy gather that one, huh? Why not? It looks like a dead end. No doors or anything. No sign of that Chandelier either. It's a ghost-type Pokemon, so it's not surprising that it can vanish at will. If it is indeed Gwyn's partner, then maybe it vanished to wherever Gwyn is? A keen observation. Given the situation, I'd say that's highly likely. Alright, let's search every last inch of this room, Floridance. Man, we're playing Detective Pikachu Returns now, except less bad. Cluster of pipes and some valves. Nothing special about them. Okay. You don't know what these 4 machines are for, but they don't seem related to the case. I've learned something important in the course of this investigation. If I go around smashing things in the name of detective work, Emma gets very cross indeed. I want to investigate these pipes on the ground. All ghost types have the ability to go invisible, though? Because Sableye is a ghost type, meaning, yeah, you'd think. Some old electric panels. You tried flipping a few switches, but nothing happened. Well, what the heck, man? I took a good look at the pale-colored crates, but they don't seem to be anything special. You know, you can tell by looking at something like this that these 3 specific ones are interactable in a game, while the other ones are always static. That's just video game rules. We've checked all over this room. There's no sign of any hidden contraptions. In that case, the only course of action is to act. Punch through the wall. Strength is power. Strength is justice. Justice punch! Oh, that's odd. I've smashed countless walls in my life. This is the first time I've punched a wall and had my fist go straight through without breaking it. Felt like my hand went inside the wall itself. Could it be? Well, the wall wasn't real in the first place. So someone, or something, conjured up that illusion of a wall to fool us. I see. Clearly I must undergo even more diligent training if I wish to smash illusory walls. But for now, let us proceed. I'm sure Gwyn is waiting for us on the other side. I mean, she might be there. I don't know that she'd be waiting for us, per se. Time out. Does Chandelier have the ability to make this? I guess so. Let's keep pushing ahead, Floridance. So just, yeah, wander on through. Oh, there it goes. The chill I felt when passing through it makes me think this could be the work of a ghost type. So you're saying that a ghost type Pokemon is attempting to deceive us? I think so, though we can't prove it yet. I need to be able to smash walls of any kind. Then I can finally tear down the barriers that separate the people and Pokemon of Lumios. Yes, the wild zones will separate us no more, and everyone will be the happier for it. Andy Chandelier waited there for us. Floridance, look there. I do believe that Chandelier must be Gwyn's partner. Wait, Chandelier, please help us find Gwyn! Her partner Pokemon is freely roaming around and doesn't seem particularly agitated. I suppose we can assume that even if someone is behind Gwyn's disappearance, the culprit isn't monitoring the area or anything. Every step we take brings us closer to the truth. Let's hurry, Floridance. Sure. What do you say? There's no mistaking. That was Gwyn Chandelier. That Pokemon really is Gwyn's trusted partner. Is there someone else behind your disappearance? Maybe. Who knows? Tiny mushroom. The best mushroom. I don't know. Just in case we start a battle with a ghost type user here. Gwyn! I knew she looked like someone important in the Canary stuff. We found our missing person. Where's the villain who trapped you down here? Let's think back over everything we've seen so far. Can you identify the culprit behind all this? Ivor. I think Gwyn would have reacted differently to seeing her brother just now if it were him. Let's think back over everything we've seen so far. Chandelier. Chandelier? Do you think a Pokemon would really abduct its own trainer? Think back over everything we've seen so far. Gwyn. Excellent deduction, Floridance. Though I suppose culprit may be a bit strong. What are you saying, Madame Detective? Gwyn was trapped here. We saw it with our own eyes. The supposed victim here is Gwyn. However, she came here of her own volition. That's the truth behind this whole case. The truth? If you really wish to hear it, then defeat me in battle. I'm a Pokemon trainer too, after all. Here, I'll heal up your Pokemon and leave the rest to you, Floridance. Well. Okay. You know, when it comes to the whole wacky ZA Royale profile pictures, I've seen people do like some very silly things with Emma and some very silly things with Ivor. This is like the one opportunity of a place in the game where you could get them both in a shot. That'd be very tempting. Whatever, man. Are we doing this? Let's battle. I'm going to win. So you'll all leave me in peace. Strength is power. Strength is justice. Ah. I've got my sniffles here. It's now 2 in the morning for the second time tonight. We are challenged by Gwyn of the Fist of Justice. So yeah, I'll probably see this through and then wrap up the night. Been going for 4.5 hours here. I've got a massive gator here. Well, nom nom. Gourgeist. Well, confession time. I took my snapshot next to Gwyn. Call me a big fan of her ace. Chandelier there. Well, send out Chandelier. Well. Chandelier, Mega Evolve. Finish them. I think I briefly saw Mega Chandelier once. I don't remember what it looks like. Oh, it becomes a fancier Chandelier. With 2 differently colored eyes. Well, time to die. I guess no levitating Pokemon actually levitate in this game. Or something or other. Yeah, there's something kind of funny about that. Your Pokemon shine with justice. My justice wasn't wrong. I simply lacked power. Well fought, in any case, and well deduced, both of you. Do you know these two, Quinn? Of course. Emma is the greatest detective in all of Lumios, and Florence is a member of Team MZ. He's also the reigning Canary Quiz Whiz. I see. And what did you mean when you said well deduced? Where to start? You break every smartphone you touch, Ivor. Once you start battling in the ZA Royale, you don't stop, even when dawn comes. Your excessive training will keep going on and on as you climb the ranks of the Royale. Meanwhile, I am the one who deals with all the complaints about your behavior. It is an enormous burden. So I asked Chandelier and one of the Klefki to help me hide down here. That way you will be unable to participate in any promotion matches. What do you bet that Klefki did have the key? Just a filthy liar. But then you had to come and find me. I had no idea I was causing the Fist of Justice and my own sister so much trouble. Well, you were. So I would love to see you give my brother a good thrashing, Florence. It's true then? Florence is my opponent from my next promotion match. See for yourself. Snap. There it is. Plain as day. I thought he was going to grab the phone and snap it. Well, it seems I must prepare for our bout. I hope you will all excuse me. You wouldn't believe me if I just showed on my phone or something like that. Honestly, I'm obligated to look into any case I take on, but perhaps I should have let this one go cold. Still, I'm surprised you knew of a hiding place like this. It's almost undetectable, with all the barriers and tricks the Pokemon helped put up. Yeah, how do you initially get into the sewers anyway? Arrest this keychain with the ice cream cone. We'll create a specific boss called Jail, and the ice cream cone and the keys go in there. I found this place when I was very young. It was here that I met Chandelier, though it was only a Litwick back then. The ghost-type Pokemon let me come and go as I please, so I visit on occasion. I love the quiet down here, and the dark. Well, now that Ivor knows about this place, I suppose you'll need to find a new hiding spot. We should head back now. This may be your favorite spot, but it's not exactly fit for long-term residence, let's say. Of course. There, did the thing.